Missio APF is the Pope's official charity for overseas mission. It builds the church and empowers local people to form and sustain communities of faith. In England and Wales, Missio APF works in partnership with the Mill Hill Missionaries, Britain's own missionary society, sharing the good news of Jesus Christ. Through the Red Box, you are able to support our brothers and sisters living in some of the most difficult circumstances around the world.
We thank you for your continued presence, that you may never tire to walk with us. We are a young church, and we thank you for your support as our elder brothers and sisters. May God bless you, and may God increase your faith.
You know, our program here can only continue because of the support we get from Missio APF in England and Wales. We are dependent on that program for the training of our future missionaries, our future priests. And without that, we would close the door.
Shaurimoyo is a slum parish, and as a slum parish, it has its own challenges, which includes insecurity, low income, less shelter, drug abuse and alcoholism, not forgetting early pregnancies and prostitution. Also, it has been identified as one of the hotspot areas for terrorism recruitment. I want to support the youth in Kenya, identify their needs, and help them become better citizens tomorrow.
The red box is a symbol of hope. It helps us to build communities around the Eucharist and enables them to flourish. The red box is a symbol of love, through which we can share from the blessings we have with those in need. The red box is a symbol of faith. In today's world, it can be very difficult to stand up for what we believe in, but simply by having the red box in our home, it stands as a sign of our commitment to our faith and to our care for our brothers and sisters. Mission for me is going to places outside of my own country, particularly to the people most in need, the ones who are most abandoned, the ones who are in periphery of society, really the outcasts, the ones in greatest need of God's love, to know that they are loved by God. You know, all of us as missionaries, we are guests in the communities we go to. We are to some degree foreigners. And I think the welcome of the people, they teach us very quickly that we are brothers and sisters. And I think that transforms us. We recognize them as truly as brother and sister. So here in Nairobi, we have our training centre for our students in the final part of their training to become missionary priests. And it's an ideal place to have the formation programme, because here part of the training is our students do pastoral work in the surrounding areas. And there they, for example, they work in Kibera, in the slums amongst the poorest of the poor. They go into prison, ministry, many different areas. Working with the marginalised, working with the forgotten ones, working with those who really are treated as if they are nothing. And for us, that's the essential part of the missionary training, because that's where we are called to reflect Christ, to go to the broken, to go to the outcast, to go to the unclean, and reflect God's love, God's compassion to those people. And our students here, they get that training, so that hopefully when they finally get ordained, go on their first mission, they continue that, to be Christ to the poor, to the forgotten, to the broken. People support us so much in England and Wales and Scotland and other parts of the world through the contributions they make to our programs, but also through the prayers they give. And really it's invaluable, because I can see the fruits of our work. But by kind of God's grace, you know, we're not always perfect, but the people we are working with, you know, if we can transform one person, they in their own community become transformers of others.
Over time, the Mill Hill here, especially here in Shaurmoyo, they have been very instrumental in supporting the community. The community is very diverse. We have people who are very low in resources, so they are not able even to raise even money for food. So through the support of the Mill Hill, the community has been assisted in their social life, their spiritual life also, even in the normal way of life. So the Mill Hill have been very supportive to the community, towards the very marginalized, the poor in the community.
Like a rainbow is colorful. God is love is like a rainbow is colorful.
Thank you for praying for us. Through prayer, we are one family. Thank you for your sacrifices in helping needy people in Africa and especially Kenya.
A mountain steep and high. God is love is like a mountain steep and
May God bless you all and keep the faith. Thank you.
To see how the work that we are doing, people who have been raised up, who have felt love, who have regained their dignity by entering into that relationship with Christ, it really has a deep impact. And as I say, we're deeply grateful for the support we get. They help us to continue that work. And we are very grateful. You know, our program here can only continue because of the support we get from Missio APF in England and Wales. We are dependent on that program for the training of our future missionaries, our future priests. And without that, we would close the door.
Through your prayers and generosity, you are helping Missio APF and the Mill Hill Missionaries share the love of God and build a better future for all God's children.